You know those things that it looks like your eyelids are coming down over your eyelashes. Basically makes your eyes look smaller. I hate that. And I come by it quite naturally because my mother had it, my aunts had it, my grandmother had it. So it's kind of a tendency that exists in my family to go there. But I don't have to accept that. And I find that before this, especially whenever I was doing anything on Zoom or when I had to start wearing glasses to be able to read, it just made it worse because putting on the glasses made it actually amplified or made the hooding look bigger or more prominent or whatever you want to call it as far as that goes. And I really was uncomfortable with it. And I didn't know what to do about it until I started experimenting with some exercises. And so there are some things that you can do right now that can begin to help with the hooded eyes or that heaviness that happens right here through the eyes. It doesn't require any creams, doesn't require any special equipment, any of those kinds of things. It just takes about 5 minutes a day. That's all. And there's also a little exercise I'm going to throw in here that will also help with evening the eyebrows. Um, as we sleep, a lot of times we normally sleep on one side or the other. And I remember about 10 years ago, I went to an esthetician for a facial, and she said, "Oh, you sleep on your right side." And I'm like, "How did you know that?" And she explained to me how she could tell based upon how my face looked. So since then, I started to try sleeping on my back mainly, but I still wake up and I'm sleeping on my right side. So this is something that helps a little bit with that too. I do it more on one side than on the other. So I'm going to start with something just really super simple. And there's going to be 3 of these exercises that we do. And the first one is just you just kind of sit in your chair and you relax a little bit and you just close the eyes. And I'm actually putting a little bit of tension as I close my eyes here. And I'm just going to count to 5, making sure this all stays nice and quiet. I don't want to furrow my brow. And if you want, you can put your fingers up here and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. And I'm going to go bug-eyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And blink a couple times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hard to do that and count to 5 with because I have lights here, but it dries my eyes out a bit. But this is a good exercise to do, and this is something you can do in the car. You can do any place pretty much, and nobody's really paying attention. So that's the starter one, and what that does is start to build the muscles in here and also the muscles in here. Now, for the hooded eye piece, a lot of times that's because gravity works, right? Things start to go a little bit forward. So what I'm actually going to do is take my fingers here and put them right above here. If I want to put this here, I can put this here. But I'm actually going to lift my eyebrows. See how I'm lifting them? And I'm going to do this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to release and exhale. And again, I want to make sure I'm not furrowing my brow at all. So I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax my shoulders. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. I'm actually putting a little bit of pressure on here, all across the brow line, so to speak. And so I'm doing it all across here. And I can feel that with my fingers. Just there. Now, for me, the other thing is I want to lift this outside here. So I'm going to put a little bit of restraint. So it's almost like I'm it's almost like weightlifting. You can think of it as weightlifting for the outer brow. Now you can see they're not even. One eye can go up much farther than the other. So what do? I then take the eye that can't go up as far and I repeat the exercise again. So I'm doing more on one side than on the other to get them to even up. And you may not feel a big movement at first, but I'm really trying to resist that movement. So I really can feel the muscle. And it takes a little bit of practice, but you can see already there's a difference, right? See the difference between the two, they're more even. I do this one fairly often because every time I look in the mirror and I go, "Oh, I can tell what side we slept on last night." So it's kind of a nice little reminder for me to do it. And again, you can do it pretty much anywhere and nobody's really going to pay attention. Our faces are not symmetrical. And so things like this can give nature just a little bit of a boost to make it so that they look more even. The last one I want to do is one where I actually put my fingers below my eyebrows and I'm actually pushing down. Again, I'm trying not to furrow here. I'm just trying to push straight down. So I actually create a little tension going out here, right? And I'm going to hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to release it. Again, this builds and works all the muscles in your face. The ones that we're really focused on here. I've got a ton more exercises, but these I find are the ones that really help me the most associated with having a natural tendency to have a hooded eye. And although they say you can't change genetics, you can really influence things a lot by, in this case, exercise. Your face has all of these muscles in it, so let's exercise them just like we do other parts of our body. That's it for today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'll have more good stuff back on the sleep topic. Let me know if these exercises are working for you or if you have tried them, and if you have more questions that you would like as far as different exercises that you want to see. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye bye.